what did you do yesterday? How were things?
We are discussing about the auxiliary verbs.
You're discussing the auxiliary verbs. Where?
Yes, ma'am.
In the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So how are the classes going on?
It's good, ma'am.
Fine?
Yeah.
I think you're coming to the end of the session, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you really learn anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
Lot of things.
Lot of things.
Yeah.
Good. Did you write anything, any notes or anything like that?
Yeah.
So what is happening, like, when you are the spoken English, whatever you are learning, is it really helping you in your everyday life, day-to-day life situations?
Yeah, ma'am.
Are they?
It is very useful, ma'am.
Useful.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, in what way are you, where are you exactly using this?
It's not only for the study purpose, it is also useful for the interview sessions.
Okay.
Further, we want to do the other states. It is very helpful for that.
Okay.
Not only for this, when we are going to the passport, we must know the English.
Okay, so I mean, are you able to communicate with people when you're using this?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So how do you exactly use this? When do you really implement this? When are you?
Implemented in after completion of the junior level.
Okay. So you are doing the course in this in the institute,
Yeah.
and based on that you are getting it. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. So right. I mean, if you whatever you know, you just put down your ideas on that. Don't you have a pen?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, then ask somebody for the pen.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Give me the pen.
Actually, I have two pens, but one is black and another one blue. So I'm using both pens in my notes.
What is this? Yeah, you are my friend. Give me the pen.
So actually, notes is very important, na? So
Okay.
how can I give you?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't have the pen, so I want the pen. Yours.
Okay, fine. Because
No, he is not ready to give. You ask somebody else for the pen.
Yeah, you.
I have only one pen.
Yeah, you have the one pencil. Yeah, give me the 1 second. I will give the after. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, you are my friend. So what? Yeah, give me the pen.
Right, okay. So I think here you are using a very rude kind of a language, I think. So, the way you ask a person for something, that has to be very polite, very gentle, okay. You are learning spoken English language, and language should always be in a very polite manner. It has to be in a very gentle, you have to respect the person that you ask for something, and then in a very gentle manner you have to do that, okay. So here, how do you ask a person to get something from them? That is very important. So when you talk of the language is in two ways. One, we say it is a formal language, one we say it is a informal language. Formal language is actually used for people who are elder to you, people who are strangers. So when you use language is in two different forms, I can say. One, I say it is the formal language, the other one becomes the informal language. When I use the formal language, you use it with people who are elder to you, people who are strangers, people who are your superiors, okay. So with all these people, and you will also use it with the formal language is used officially, okay. In all these areas you use your formal language. And coming to the informal language, it is a very casual kind of a language. You use it with people who are younger than you, people who are your equals, okay, and people who are equals in the sense you can say your classmates, okay, people who are younger than you in age, and you can also use with people who are in lower position than you, okay. So you use your informal language in this. So this casual language or the informal language, you can also use it with the family and friends, okay, relatives. With all these people we use this kind of informal language. So when this formal and informal language is there, now the language which now we have Sandeep, who was asking for a pen. Okay, the way he asks the pen, you know, he is your classmate, but are you very close to the person? Are you very close to the person? You're not very close to the person. He is only your classmate. Is he your friend? He is not your friend. So, based on the person and the relationship you maintain with that person, you will be using your language. So, all these things which are there, we can use a term called modals. These modals are the ones which help us in producing the language. Modal auxiliaries, or we can also call them modal auxiliaries. These modal auxiliaries are the ones, they are one kind of verbs. These verbs are the ones we can't exactly, these verbs do not take up S form. S form, like for example, a verb, you will say he sings. Here you are taking the S form, but for the modal auxiliaries, they do not take up the S form of it. That is the major difference we can find between an ordinary verb and a modal auxiliary. So, when you come to this kind of a language, that we are talking of the formal and the informal, your modal auxiliaries are the ones which help us in producing the language. So, these modal auxiliaries which are there, they help you to build the conversational skills. We can say the conversational skills. These skills are the ones which help you to make your language either this one or this one, whether it is formal or informal. When you talk of the conversational skills, this one helps you to build your language based on the opposite person, how the relationship you maintain with that person, based on that you will be using this kind of language. So, when I say your modal auxiliaries which are there, okay, first we will get into some modal auxiliaries which help you. So, first we will say, we can use the word can and could. This one comes under your present form and this one comes under your past form. Okay. So, if you want to convert this, you say can. Okay, let us discuss this can. If I say, I can lift this table. I can lift this table. What is this can here? What do you mean by this can? When you use this statement, when I give you this statement, what do you understand from this? I can lift this table. It is talking of my ability. So, here your can also be treated as the ability. That means it is a skill you have to lift the table. So, this ability is the one you are talking of with this can. Now, if I say, if you want to convert this into a question, you can say, can I lift this table? That means you're trying to ask, you're trying to find out your own ability, saying that, can I lift this table? Is it very heavy? Can I lift this table? That's what you're asking this with can. So, you can ask this in the form of your ability, but at the same time, now here you said, can I borrow your pen for some time? You're using this can. Now, is this can equivalent to your ability? Are you asking the ability? Can I borrow your pen for some time?
Request.
This one. So, what do you think this is?
Request.
It is, okay, we can say it is a request. It's a request. Now, this request, whatever you are using, you are also asking the person for the permission. Okay. In the form of a request, you are asking the person for permission. Okay. So, that request or that request form asking for the permission can be treated as this can. Okay. So, here one can, you used it for ability, and here another one you used it for permission. Okay. Now, this same can be used in two different ways now. Now, when I say can as ability, and can as permission. It can be used in both the ways, right? Now, when I say ability, I'll say I can, an old man says, okay, he says, I can climb trees. An old man says, I can climb trees. What is he talking of? What is he talking of? He's talking of his ability. That means even if he is old, still he can climb the trees. So here he is talking of the ability. Here, you can say, yeah, okay, can I know your name? Actually, using this can I know your name, in a way this sentence might not be in the right manner, so you have to use a different modal auxiliary over there. So instead of can, you can use this may. But anyway, I am not getting into this may right now. Let's see what this can is. Okay, can you lend me your book? Here you used can I borrow. Borrow means you are taking. Can you lend me? Lend means give. Okay, so that is the difference between this borrow and lend here. So can you lend me your book? You are asking somebody, and that is for the permission. So ability and permission. Now I'll give you one statement. I'll give you one sentence like this. I can park my car anywhere. I can park my car anywhere. What is this can here? What is it talking of? Is it talking of ability or is it talking of permission? What do you think? I can park my car anywhere. Come on, anything, you can just give anything.
If he say, he's asking for someone, that is permission. You say demanding.
But he's not asking a question, right? He's not saying, he's not asking.
So it is ability.
So you're talking of the ability. But actually, if I say, okay, I'll give you the same sentence in two ways. I can say, I can park my car anywhere. Okay, where are you supposed to park your vehicles? In the parking lot, in the parking place. Now, I took special permission from the person, whoever the head is here. I took special permission, and then I say, because I took the permission, I can park my car anywhere. And there's no need for me to park only in the parking place. I took permission, so I can park my car anywhere. So that means permission. Okay, this can go as a permission. Might be I'm taking off. Your driving skills are not so good. You take the car and then you go and try hit it here and there. But my driving skills are very good. So what do? I take the car, you show me the way. You just show me the place. I can park the car anywhere. Let it be a small lane, a small by lane. Let it be in between two cars. Okay, let it be in between the cars. There's some space. Between these cars, you show me the space, then I'll say, I can park my car. Show me the place, I can park my car anywhere. So that means I'm talking of what? Ability. So here, this can is talking of two things. One, it is talking of ability. The other one is talking of permission granted. Okay. So this one, I can, now this sentence is very confusing. Is it talking of ability or permission? I gave you two situations now. So in these two situations, both are accepted, right? So there, this particular one is confusing. To avoid that confusion, now I can use this ability one, saying that it is either I can say ability, or I can say can, or I can say am able to. Or when I say am, I say I. So if I say he, I'll say is able to. If I say they are able to. Okay, So for the ability part of it, I can use it this way, am, is, are. I can use it this way and I can use able to. So this particular sentence which is there, either I can say I can park my car anywhere or I am able to park my car anywhere. I am talking of my ability here. But don't say I can able to park my car anywhere is a wrong usage. You can't say I can able to park my car anywhere. When you say this, you can't use these two things at the same time. So this is the wrong usage. If you want to, then you can put a slash in between and say either you can use can or you can use able to. Okay, any one you will have to use. You can't use both. If you are using am, I, then you will have to say am able to. So this is trying to substitute for this can, for the ability part of it. Okay. Now coming to the permission. Permission, I can also say same way, I am permitted. I am permitted to park my car anywhere. I can use this. I am permitted to park my car. I am permitted, or instead of permitted, I can use the word allowed. I am allowed to park my car anywhere. So either of this I can say. Either I can say I can park my car anywhere, or I am allowed or I am permitted to park my car anywhere. So I can use this too. Either that one or this one. So for clear understanding, if you want to say, because this sentence is confusing, either you can use it with ability for able to as ability or permitted to as permission. Is this point clear? Yes. Any questions? Now, as I told you, always your language depends on the opposite person. Okay? Say. Now the same can, if I say, you go to a shop. You go to a shop, and in the shop, say it's a greeting shop, an elderly person is standing there and he's showing you the greeting cards. And this man, say he's around 70-year-old man, and he has to show you the greeting cards. You're not happy with those greeting cards and you want him to show the other side, the greeting cards are there, you want him to show those. How will you ask him to show the cards? He's an elderly person, he's around 75-year-old person who is working as a salesman. How will you ask him to show the greeting cards? Yes?
Could you show
Why did you use that could?
It is a polite way.
Asking to
Why should you use that polite language there?
He is elder
But
person
what
to me.
is his job? What is his job?
Sell.
I want to say.
Sell.
Yeah.
His job is to sell, right? So when a person is doing the job, there's nothing wrong in saying that, can you show me those cards? You can say this. Why? It is his job. He is a salesperson, it is his job. So you say, can you show me those cards? Same thing, you can also put, if you think that this is little rude, then you can say, can you show me those cards? And now here you say, please. Use this please at the end of the sentence. Don't use it at the beginning of the sentence. Why? Why? Okay. Now, this whole sentence is till here. Can you show me those cards? After that, you use the word please. That please is the one which is actually giving more weightage. The whole thing is actually balanced on this please. So, you are asking for this one in a very polite manner. You are requesting him in a very polite and decent way. So, this can go with your please. Right? So, this one which you have, this one you can use it for people when they are doing their job. This one also you can use when they are doing their job if you think that it is very harsh, very rude language, then you can use this please. Okay? So, this way, this you can use it in the present form, in the present tense. Okay? Right. Now, whole sentence, these sentences which are there, they belong to one category of it. Now in the class, when you are in the class, you people are equal, right? One to the other, both of you are equal. In this, again, based on your relationship with the other person, based on how you maintain with this person, on that you will be developing your language. Okay. Now to this, I'll also add up that could there. Okay. When I say can and then I go to this could. Could is the past form of your can. It is the past form of the can, but this is again used as a formal one. It's a formal usage. This can you show me those cards, you can also use it with this could. You can say, could you show me those cards? So there's no need of using please. Okay, but when do you use this one and when do you use this one? That is important, the spoken form of it. When do you use this language and when do you use could, when do you use can? So that's what I told you, it all depends on the relationship you have with the person. So based on that, can you tell me now where do you use this could and when do you use this can?
Can you use it for friends, like
okay, friends. Now here in the classmate. So if it is the first day, then you will have to use this could. Why? You are strangers. You don't know each other. You don't know one another. So you will have to make your language very formal one. So here that's why you'll say, could you show me those cards, or could I borrow your pen? Now Sandeep, how will you ask him for the this one? For the pen?
Yeah, could you give me the pen, friend?
Right. So here he'll ask you, could you give me your pen, or could I borrow your pen, or could you lend me your pen? Lend and borrow are very decent words. Okay. Give me your pen means it is very rude and harsh. Could you lend me your pen? Lend means what? Give me your pen means you are taking the pen. But lend me your pen means, lend means you give and take it back. Okay, borrow means I'll take it from you and then I'll return it to you. So that is what is the difference between give and lend and borrow. So which one is preferable? Lend and borrow. Okay, don't I mean preferably not give. So the very first day when you ask a person, you use this could, and when you get used to the person, then you can use this can. Okay, right. Can you frame some questions like this with can?
Can I introduce a part of me?
Can I introduce myself? Okay.
Can you know Archimedes?
No, the sentence is wrong. You can't say, can you know Archimedes? You can't say. Can I know something about Archimedes? Can I know something about Archimedes?
Can I drink the water?
Can I drink the water? Yeah. Can I sit here? Can I walk on the lawns?
Can I ask you a question?
Can I ask you a question? Yes. So all these questions you are using with this can, but try to use it with please and see. When can you use this please? Only when you are talking to somebody who is elder to you and in a very polite manner. There you use this please. Okay. Now coming down to the could. So could, can you use a question with this could? Okay, give me some statements as well as some questions with can. Can as ability, can as permission. Give me some sentences. Can as ability, can as sentences. Okay, I can speak 5 languages. If you say he can speak 5 languages. Okay.
My father's work.
Right. So now this comes to your can. Okay. Coming to the next one is your could, as I told you. Could you show me those cards, or could you lend me your pen? Now this one. Could you lend me your book? you are using could here. Okay. Now this one, now what we'll do is we'll continue with this in the coming one, like in the next 5 minutes or so we can continue with this. When it comes to can, this will be in the present form, and could we can use it in the past form. So could is the past form of your can. That you try to remember this. Can will be used in the present one, and could is used in the past form. But here we used can in the present form for asking permission and talking about the ability. So could, I just gave you the introduction part of it. This is a most formal one. But remember, could is the past form of your can. But here when I say, could you lend me your book, when you say, this is not the past form. This you are talking of it in the present. Okay, right. We'll stop here for then now. Thank you.